Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is coming to you from Charleston, South Carolina. So Charleston, South Carolina was settled in 1670 on the west bank of the Ashley River and remained there for 10 years, and then in 1680 it moved across the Ashley River to the peninsula where it's currently located. The name Charleston is derived from King Charles II. Initially it was called Charlestown, and then that name was changed to Charleston in 1780 something. But the name was derived again from King Charles II. The 8 Lord Proprietors was kind enough to fund the king and help him during one of his wars. So as a reward, he deeded some land in the Americas, the new land, to the 8 proprietors. So they came and settled it and started that again in 1670, moved to the main peninsula in 1680, and it's stayed there since. Charleston is a great city, a lot of history here. Like the first shots of the Civil War were fired here. They were fired from the battery across the river into Fort Sumter. To get going, the main drag here in Charleston is called King Street. Here we are on King Street now. But the most important thing here before we get going today, just to get the juices flowing, is we got to stop here and get a cup of coffee. Okay, where were we? Okay, Charlestown, originally called Charlestown, to honor King Charles II. That was decreed by the 8 Lord Proprietors in honor of him for bestowing this great land upon him. Now, within 10 years of settlement, Charlestown became the 5th largest city in the New World. And essentially it's because of its location. So Charleston is conveniently located between the Ashley and the Cooper rivers. Charleston proper, where I'm at now, is actually a peninsula, and on either side are the rivers, the Ashley and the Cooper. These are super deep, super wide rivers. They're still used today. It's a major port city, so Charleston became a port city. The main product the first 100 and so years was indigo and rice. So another key thing about Charleston is, as the city was being laid out, the Lord Proprietors, they wanted to avoid the cities like some European countries were plagued with, where cities were small, not very big, windy streets. So they actually laid the city out to have long, wide, straight roads, kind of the grid system, if you will. And that's kind of the way Charleston's laid out now. It has long, broad roads, and it's really a grid system here on the peninsula. So I would be remiss, and it would be historically inaccurate, if we didn't also recognize the rapid growth in Charleston at that time was also due to the importation of slave labor, right? So due to the location of Charleston on the East Coast in the southern part of the New World, the great ports that it had, so Charleston was a good place for ships to come in and out. So it became a major trading spot for slave labor, and again that helped fuel the growth of Charleston. And to this day, there's lots of historical artifacts around, and so to this day, a large piece of Charleston's history is centered around the slave labor and the slave trade that took place back during that time. So actual number of slaves that were transferred through Charleston, numbers can be historically distorted at times. They can be grown or they can be shrunk, just depending on what side you're on. So I really have no clue how many how much slave labor was transferred through Charleston, but suffice to say that was a key factor in helping Charleston become the city that it was within the first 10 years of being founded. Hey, so Charleston is currently going through an additional round of expansion. Not really here in the city proper, if you will, on the peninsula, because it's essentially landlocked here, but north of the city is major expansion going on. Boeing is there where they build airplanes. They're adding an additional line, which will add literally thousands of jobs. Volvo has built an automotive plant there, thousands of more jobs. And just in general, it's one of the fastest growing metropolises really in North America right now. So it's a great spot to come. It's a great vacation place. People travel here from all over the world. It's very Euro-like, again, with all the influences from the 8 Lord Proprietors. John Locke, specifically, a lot of work that he did setting this city up and this town up. So it's a great place to come. If you ever get here, definitely enjoy it. And now I'm going to go capture some photos. All right. Okay, so that was a whirlwind. So rush down here to the Battery here in Charleston. It's just a great spot. And right here at sunset, a lot of clouds today, a lot of overcast situations. Really didn't have any rain all day, which is good. Did get one shot composed. Fired off a few shots here. The histogram is looking pretty good. That's always a good sign when you have your Insta histogram looking good. So, hey, let's see what it looks like. Okay guys, hey, wrapping up here in Charleston today. It's been a great trip, great few days. So it's easy to come to Charleston and really get wrapped up in the history and the beauty and forget that you're actually here to take photographs. But definitely got a few keepers, I got a few to add to the Charleston collection, and you'll be seeing those soon. So look, hey, thanks for watching. Make sure and hit the thumbs up button and also hit subscribe. be on the lookout for more videos. Until next time, have a good day.